Hello collective, welcome back to the channel. For those of you who are new, if you'd like to subscribe, there is a button below, also notification bell, helps alert you to up and coming videos. We are getting on to give you the biggest energy update and rundown for this month, for the next till December. So buckle in, there is a lot going on, so I thought I would bring this out to you to help you understand what's happening. Just let me start. I've got a lot of notes here for you. Now, the energies are intense, they are deep, they are transformational. So you are going to go into the depths, okay? Remember, this is all pushing you through 2025, being a 9, closing out, ending an era, but also ending from the south node to the north node. The south node is where you were born, you were born to where you are coming to now in that north node in 2026, being the great reset, okay? The next evolution of you, of cycles, of everything. So, and getting you in alignment with destiny. This is all about all this energy that we're going to talk about, everything you're going through this year. And some people have said, many people have said this is the worst or the hardest year of their life. And that is because it is deep, deep transformation, getting you into alignment for destiny, vibrational frequency upgrade in your heart and soul that has never happened before. Okay. So everything's on we'll get to the information. But what I want to say here is your South Node was birthed to now. Everything you had to learn, be, grow, karmic cycles, which is growth, okay? Who you had to become until now. And then your North Node says, well, this is where you're at. Now here is your destined alignment, and also the destiny that you said you would do is realigning for you birthday next year. So the activation of that forward into your future. So what happens is you will have to have an acceleration of lessons, test, and karmic cycles, debts, lessons, growth to complete. Now, depending on how little work or the work you did on you in those aspects of your life that you birthed to come in and learn, the acceleration, okay, the pressure and the acceleration is on, or some people have been developing and working on that over years and years and years. So a couple of things that I want to add in there. This is why spiritual work is so important and healing work is so important. You don't want to get to these moments and have this acceleration push so much that it derails your energy field. And then energetically, it feels like more chaos, more imbalance, more misalignment, okay, more confusion. And then you're sending that out to the universe, and then you're aligning or realigning to that, which is again a big test, a big lesson. You find yourself back, why am I here again? For those of you who, go on the spiritual journey, and it is forever evolving. You never stop healing. You never stop growing. You never stop ascending. And that is how much truth and authenticity you can embody. Not your truth, spirit's truth, energy's truth, vibrational truth. So that's where we reflect on life and we look at our life and what we have and haven't got, or have or haven't been able to receive or grow or expand or whatever it is for you. That is showing you that the level of vibrational work that you have done. Okay, so now there's this accelerated push to be in your truth, in your authenticity, okay, in your alignment with the destiny that you came here to be. Now, as like anything in life, How much study did you do? How much work did you do on a soul heart level, on an energy or vibrational level, or a growth level? And where you regressed, that will also come up to show you where you regressed. The cycles of life, we all get hit with it, okay? You will be being shown now what is unfinished, undone, was pushed under the carpet, ignored, all of the above, okay? So let's get into it. We have, we've got Libra. We had the month of Libra. Libra's all about balance, and it's the scales. Think of balance, fairness, justice, contracts, commitments, decisions, okay? It also represents karmic laws, okay? Karmic cycles, karmic laws, imbalance, balances, rebalance. It's also the balance within you, as in alignment, okay? So, and upholding to spiritual laws and contracts that we came in with. So we've had that. Now we are going to go into Scorpio energy. Now Scorpio's ruled by Pluto. Think of deep, deep transformation. It rules the underworld. It rules what's hidden. It rules deep, deep introspection. Okay, you are going to go in deep, and you're going in deep to cut off the old that doesn't serve you mentally, emotionally, physically, or spiritually. Okay, now you are going to get to the source or the bottom. So you may need healing, the source or the bottom of your deepest issues. Now, what you do with that will be the test. Okay, Libra comes through and says, right, we're going to get everything in harmony and balance. And that shows you imbalance in you. If they did that with just energetic laws, energetic frequencies, you then see how out of frequency alignment you are. All right. Now Scorpio goes, right, now we're going to get to the bottom of this, and we're going to go down to the deep depths of the dark dungeon, and we're going to bring them up, and we're going to reveal everything you do or do not know, or is hidden or repressed or stuck. Okay. Or your dark shadow sides, which means where you limit yourself. All right. Now, that's what you're going through, and this will help you on your healing journey and the cutting off and letting go and transformation of you. Now, we have Neptune, Saturn, and Saturn, okay, in Pisces, uncovering secrets. This is why I wanted to do this video. The next months through to December, January are huge. Why? They're preparing us for the 2026 one. It's like, that's the great reset. That's the next level of you and of energy and frequency, and our the next level into our destined alignment from here forward to to complete our life cycle. And it's going to reveal everything. It's going to get the garbage bin and empty it out on the floor. And so this is for your transformation. So try not to fall into the deep, dark depths, because you will be pulled into those frequencies. Now, sorry about the lighting and everything, guys. I can only do what I can do here. My phone's up on a thing. So Neptune and Saturn in Pisces, uncovering secrets. If it feels off, it's off. You don't need the evidence. You don't need to talk about it. You don't need to look into it. You don't need to research it. If it feels off, it's off. That's how you're going to know. It's going to be feisty. It's going to bring in confidence, determination, and also motivation. So particularly Scorpionic placements, or if you have Scorpio in your chart, most people will somewhere. If you don't, Scorpio placements anywhere in your chart, and Sag as well. But here's the thing. That feisty, confident, determined motivation, remember, is coming from Scorpio, Libra, Scorpio, Neptune and Saturn in Pisces. Neptune is illusion and delusion, Okay, so you could be coming up against people who are really determined to fight and argue, to prove you wrong, to keep you back down in the depths where you cannot transform. Remember, for my light workers, for people embodying light, their light path, or any form of elevation of yourself, these are the times that you get attacks from people, places, and situations spiritually, and spirits and spiritually. This is the biggest time for attack to descend you while you're trying to ascend. Okay? It's not all easy peasy. These will be some of the biggest, darkest, deepest challenges that you will be hit with, and attacks from spiritual, so that you do not ascend. Okay? And they come through people. This is why Libra, and we've also got a Venus aspect coming in here to show you really the truth of nurture, love, and value, and protection and nurture of you, okay? And you are going to have your suppressors, your depressors, and your attackers, all right? And they will have entity attachment as well, because they're on assignments and missions to keep you where you're at. Keep that in mind. It's all going to be revealed. So this feisty, motivated, determined energy could create a lot of very chaotic, or fighting and arguing, all of that. Opposition. Opposition's a better word. So also this is a time with this Neptune and Saturn in Pisces, get things done and reflect. You are going to reflect and then take action. Okay, deep reflection. Scorpio is going to bring the deepest, darkest truths to the surface, or activations or transformations, and then you take action. We have Taurus in Uranus, and that, so 15-year cycle, and this is for Pisces. And like in this Pisces, there's a retrograde in Pisces, that's right. So for Taurus, you've got Uranus. So go back to 2018, or any aspects in your chart with Taurus. This is a 15-year cycle for you. And this is for the Pisces energy, Neptune, Saturn in Pisces, which is uncovering secrets, everything that feels off, and also anything hidden. Lessons that brings great karmic lessons. Now, Cancer, any Cancer aspects in your chart, you're going to get a shift in perspective, or that brings a shift in perspective for you. Now, through Libra season, we'll just jump back a bit, and wherever Libra is in your chart through this as well, there's going to be a collective test of our alignment. So the Libra balance brought a collective test of our alignment, okay? Are you walking your talk? And this is going to go over the next 6 months. So from Libra season, next 6 months, are you walking your talk? Where do you overextend? Where are relationships and giving and receiving imbalanced? Where is its surface? And it's time to get honest, because it's about honesty, fairness, and justice and truth is Libra. And where are you anchoring your light and who to into your daily affairs? So Libra season really brings in harsh reality, the truth of where balance or imbalance, and what you're actually putting and investing into imbalance or balance those scales. So, and you're going to be shown in Libra season, because it's about the imbalance, where you're being drained and who drains you. All right. Cycles are going to start to stop here in the next month. We have an end of an era, end of a 15-year cycle. Who are you? What are you now? What needs to end? And this will go through to January, okay? We're going to have some heavy emotional aspects come up until the end of November. Deep Scorpio transformation into that Sagittarius energy, and we're going to get harsh reality checks. Okay, so if you have Gemini, Sag, Virgo, or Pisces placements, or highly aspected, you are going to be hit with this dramatically. And this is while Neptune is retrograding in Pisces throughout November. Not sure if that goes through to Jan, but all of November. Okay, I'd go early December as well. If you have Cancer, Capricorn, Aries, and Libra as well. So most signs, really. Everyone is being hit with it. So 15 years ago, that cycle you've been on, the stop and go and the soul searching journey. So we'll be all looking at this soul searching journey now that we've been on for 15 years. What is it? Who is it? Look at the coincidence of this soul searching journey of who I am, what I truly align to, where I'm going, and where is my destiny, right towards the end of the year, where we begin to start the 2026 reset and alignment into the destiny. Okay, this is what it's all about. Frequency realignment into the deep truths of the universe, not your truths, not your wants and need truths. These are deep soul and heart and deep soul contracts that you came here with and the destiny that's in that. So it's kind of like you don't get a say, but you wrote it and the universe aligned you to it whether you like it or not. Okay? Despite all your excuses, despite all your traumas, despite all your limited your restrictions, your upbringing, your beliefs, you are now pushed into the dynamics of who you are. Okay? We've got Neptune. Oh, have I got water? Yes. We have Neptune retrograding. Excuse me. We have Neptune retrograding, which will push you beyond your limits. Okay, from what you're holding, what's holding on to you, what's holding you back, and from living your best life, basically, from being your best you, from being in your best you and your best life is when you're in truth and authenticity and in alignment with everything and everyone around you. That is when abundance comes in. It's not about your needs being met. It's about what's right. And that's why we go back to, if it's off, it's off. Okay? It's going to be hard. That's trusting your intuition. How many times do we override our intuition? How many times do we if you have any traumas in trusting your intuition, if you've made mistakes before in your life, use as mistakes. They're all learnings and growths. But let's pretend you're like, oh my God, I can't trust myself. I never make the right decision. Which is the right decision? And I've sought my information outside myself through others, or just picked the easy road, or picked the road less traveled. Then that is the opposite of your intuition. So everywhere and anywhere that you have denied access to or have trauma in your intuition or access to your intuition, you will be, temperance, balance, you're going to be shown. You are going to have to face those realities and those lessons and those journeys. It's just what it is. We just got to bring more light in. Okay, so now that, and so Neptune and Pluto, your limits will be challenged and also changed. Okay, so you're going to be pushed whether you like it or not, but it is aligning you to your best life. Remember that. There's a new you, all levels of you, a fresh start, reset of you, new beginnings, but it's the deep search for peace. So where you find peace, how you find peace, what peace is for you is going to be redefined. okay? Peace of the soul, peace of the heart, which is truth and alignment to authenticity. And you're going to make this happen by looking at it very objectively as well in all relationship dynamics. And they're all changing, and you will be changing. So you will be throwing out, ending, completing, cycling, looking onto a very deep level, objectively, what is for you and what is not for you. There will be big lessons and revelations to heal illusions and delusions that you have been under or living throughout your life, which was all part of the South Node karmic cycles of growth of your heart and soul. I had to have that water, guys. So what I want to say here is awareness of alignment is coming in, reflecting on growth or non-growth. We have emotional honesty, which replaces illusion. We have growth and mutual truth and connections, and from need or alignment. Okay, so we're going from need to alignment. All right, so remember that. We're moving all of these challenges, chaoses, confusions with your intuition, your decisions, where you're at on a frequency level, on an energy level, on an alignment level to your destiny. You will be having to remove yourself from limitations or where you limit yourself, of where you've got need versus alignment. Okay, and everything and everyone around you. Okay, so another big aspect here. Got to look at the energies that are going on here through the next 3 months. Now we've got, and watch out for Sagittarian season. Oh, it'll burn away a lot of illusion and delusion, and some truths will come through, and freedoms as well. But what we've got here is, I want to talk about this. From now to October, November, December, we've got Pluto here to reveal, one of the big major planets. We've got big planets in play like Aquarius, okay? We have 5 retrograde planets, October, November, December, the big dudes. Pluto, we've got Aquarius, there's 5 of them, right? Many things will be many things will be revealed. Secrets, plots, scandals. Okay? And this is to finish things inside you. Okay? Big things inside you. And we've seen that with Saturn moving through everyone and everything, moving into the last few years, revealing, well, guess what? It's going to happen again in a bigger way. And it's setting us up for the last quarter of the year. I think it's Jan, or I don't know. It coincides with a new moon in Scorpio that squares Pluto and Jupiter. Now, Pluto is expansion, growth, hidden, underworld, secrets, scandals, plots, and Jupiter expands it. There's the Sagittarius energy. All right. So what's going to happen is Pluto is connected to the karma of the soul and the underworld, our shadow side, or the underworld. Okay. What works against us? What's out of alignment, where we're limited, where we're stuck, where we're trapped, where we're unhealed, when we're what was hidden. Jupiter is flow, blessings, and abundance, expansion of everything, and those two are in opposition. Yep. So it's going to be about where are you going, who are you, and what are you aligning to become. Big, big stuff. Pushing all of your buttons. Every button you have to transform you, to ascend you into the new ascension of you, okay, into the North Node. the growth of you to whatever level that you've come to. Now, I do want to mention this, and we want to talk about November the 5th, full supermoon. A full supermoon, new moon. Oh my God. A full moon, a supermoon in Taurus. Okay. Now, around the 20, and that's the 5th of November. Oh God, I got that confused, didn't I? The 29th and 30th of October, what I want, that is time to go inwards and connect with nature, or really ground or protect yourself, because this is an accelerated phase. Or watch out. That's what I said. Watch out about November. Scorpio into Sag. All right. There's a Taurus supermoon, and you're going to have confusion, overwhelm, and possibly bringing in psychosis as an imbalance because of, or aspects of that in whatever way, because it is an accelerated phase now, depending on the work you have or have not done, because Venus is in there on the 3rd of November, and it's all about your desire for connection and connectedness. So everywhere and anywhere, I'll tell you, November through to December is going to blow your mind. Everywhere and anywhere, it starts with Venus, the god of love, nurture, beauty, peace, harmonious alignment within your heart and soul, and your inner and outer world. This is going to be the truth bomb with the Sag energy creeping in and the Scorpio deep delving. Venus, the 3rd of November, desire for connectedness. You are going to see where you have it and where you don't have it, and where you need it for where you're going. Because Venus is really deep desires of nurture, protection, love, and values. Okay, so by the time the 5th of November hits with this super full moon in Taurus, oh boy, is that going to be an acceleration that hits your heart and soul. You will be deeply reflecting, and things will be finishing inside you that you have no control over. And I had a client the other day, and you know who you are because you just text me and you said something similar to this. You're already feeling it. So, see, judgment, fates, 5 of Pentacles. This is where you are not being fulfilled, where you feel empty, where things are not growing, where you don't feel peace, where you don't feel growth, contentment, okay, where you feel lack. All right. So again, who are you collaborating with? Now, victory towards the Empress, or confidence towards the Empress, but we have with this confidence wish fulfillment, right? But resistance towards the Empress. Now, the Empress represents here birthing, creating, being aligned, protected, nurtured. It is about the lessons you have learned. It's about wisdom. It is about always where you can continue to grow, okay? Where you can continue to birth cycles of you, and where you are in resistance to this. We all want this. We all want collaboration, and we all want this wish fulfillment and all of our cups to be filled. But where are you actually in resistance to that is in a vibrational alignment with you? We're just getting validation of the astrology that I just pulled for you. Yeah, let's see, wrong direction. Where are you going in the wrong direction? Where do you not have all the tools, the skills, the knowledge? This is tools, skills, and knowledge. This is, you did the work. You understand it. You pass go, right? See that? That's not working in that. Like, that's not flow. What is not in flow? What did or didn't you learn? Okay, so we do have that there. Oops. Get ready, because your next, that missing cup, the spiritual journey that you were meant to go on. I'm getting another message here. Give me a second. This is about where you tried to avoid the path, the empty cup that's missing, where you tried to avoid it, where you tried to override it with the divine, where you refused the path that was offered, or the lessons or the growth. Do you know what? I just got this weird message. That's learning. I just got this message like, go with the flow of where you're deeply attracted. And I'm not talking about physically or, oh, I love this person or situation. I'm talking about deep soul alignment. That deep inner you where you always knew you'd be doing X, Y, Z. Despite the world around you, despite, those deepest desires, those deepest knowing. So this could be something from childhood that you always knew you were going to be a cowboy or an astronaut or this or a that, okay? Or you'd always be living a certain energy or life or lifestyle. This is deep inherent stuff. I got the message or the download, follow that. Deep desire is not outward desire fulfillment. It's that deep, deep, deep inner knowing. I always knew. I remember when I was a kid that I'd be doing X, Y, Z, or I wanted to open my own business and whatever it is. Those deep, deep inner desires. What we get confused with is outward desires. People that fulfill us, okay? Things that fulfill us. That's why we get into seduction and being seduced and enticed. That's where you can be interfered with by the other energies in the spirit world to take you off path, take you away from that. We have come here in life to grow, to be challenged and to challenge, to grow. You didn't come here to not do any growth, and you didn't do that any other lifetime, whether you believe it or not. The soul's here to grow and learn, evolve. It's an energy, and you are an energy full of untapped potential, unlimited potential, untapped potential. If you could see yourself, just give me a second. Yeah, sorry about that. You are unlimited. You have unlimited potential here in your soul and your energy. You have unlimited, untapped potential. And that's why we always talk about truth and alignment and authenticity and connection to you as source. It's like undoing everything you knew, unlearning everything that was taught to you by the outside world and their limitations and their restrictions. Getting into your deep inner knowing and deep inner truth and being connected to that higher energy and source. You have to be one who isn't tempted by outside desires or comforts. We all love them, we all want them, but the true comforts and the true desires and the true fulfillment comes from inner connection and knowing and alignment and vibrational alignment to who you are on this journey, not what you've had to become or what you've had to agree or what you've had to do to please others or be out of your alignment. When you're out of alignment, you are open for the greatest attack and the and limitations. When you are a true you, when you are in your truth, when you speak your truth, when you know your truth, when you align to your truth, when you walk your talk in your truth of who you are and what you want, despite what you will miss out on, despite, and I'm not saying that sometimes, don't get this wrong, put this in logical, practical terms. It's not about, oh, I need to do me and I'm selfish and I'm just doing me and I have to align to me. No, we have to work in harmonious harmony with everyone and everything. But you can only do that when you're in alignment with your truth. Otherwise, it's fake or a battle. Endings, beginnings, transformation. See? Temperance, towers, major arcanas, where you didn't move on, where you didn't go on those spiritual journeys or healings, what has not, where you've backtracked, where you've circled back, where you're stuck in loops, right? There's the tower and the DEATH card. And the tower, 3 major arcana. See, this is happening universally. To all. Where spirit tried to lead you, where you were in resistance to spirit or yourself, and that growth, that's also coming in. Now, anyone or anything, we all have ego. Ego is great. You wouldn't get up. You wouldn't be doing what you're doing. Everybody needs ego. It's when ego gets in, where ego has a positive and a negative, like anything, a yin and a yang. We need ego. What happens with ego is, and where you get out of alignment, is when you want to become something to show people. I want to become, in an egoic way, negative. I want to become something because of, it's like a want, a need, a desire that's unfulfilled, okay? It's put you in a lower frequency where you've got something to prove. You need acceptance. You need to prove your worth. You need power. You need dominance. You need control. You need to feel good. You want to become something, to be all those things. That is the ego, and pursuing something in an ego way or egoic way, in the negative or the shadow or the lower frequency way. That's where you'll get seduced, intercepted, your intuition will be off. It's all driven by head and masks and what looks good and surface level fulfillment or instant gratification. All of those things are your negative or your shadow side ego. Your healthy side ego is knowing, faith, destiny. I'm doing what I do because I love it. I'm in alignment with it. I get nothing but flow and abundance and growth. It's my nature. It's what I was born to do. It happens naturally. And I just keep creating more and more abundance because I'm such in my truth, in my alignment, in my energy ascension that I came to be here. So it's when you just do something and it naturally evolves. When you just start something and it just naturally grows. That is what true alignment is. You didn't have to advertise. You didn't have to do this. You didn't do it through this. You just do what you do because it was your natural ability and natural path to do it. And you got in that alignment, right? And you just went along with it, despite what people think, despite what people say, despite the haters, despite the people that got upset. And we're not saying that you upset people or you are selfish or you are embodying, you are just in alignment with who you are. It just works for you. It's natural. It's when you do something naturally. Doesn't matter what it is. It's when you do something naturally, your gifts, your talents that are connected to your soul's growth this lifetime. okay? Connected to your soul's growth this lifetime naturally. We still learn things, we still grow, we're still here to complete and have karma and cycles and lessons, but we do them in a healthy way. We connect to healthy people, like nurturing, loving, caring, protective, people who want to lift you up, who want to bring peace to your life, nurture to your life, wisdom to your life, growth to your life. The other is suppression, competition, obsession. Non-growth, growth in a healthy way, okay? So, or look at deep within yourself, Spirit's saying, of that ego part of self, balancing that up, getting for the next level of you, walking your talk. The divine intervention's happening now, and it's only to expand and grow and reveal for you. I can't make it up. Divine intervention, look at that. Divine timing, divine intervention, the tower. Look at that. Where you couldn't do it, the divine will. See, passions, desires to align, to balance, to evolve, to grow, and anywhere and everywhere that needs to close out, that's a done deal, is a done deal. There is no more growth. You're about to learn that and get those messages and close things out. You will feel like, excuse me, now I've got the the energy release burps and the truth. We have to have these swords of truth. You know, that's the details. That's the, it is what it is energy for the path. And there is going to be conflict because the fated wheel only spins to bring change. All right, inner outer conflict or conflict around you. Okay, presented with new offers, manifesting new offers, and we're only trying to bring you into the 10 of Pentacles. This is legacy. This is inheritance, meaning soul and core and heart of you, of your spiritual contract. Okay, this is where you can grow and build a lifetime and keep growing. Anywhere and everywhere that you can't is not going to flourish. You're going to block it out. You are. And you're going to do this naturally, whether your head's telling you or not. You're just going to block it out. I can't make it up. You're going to block out the old devil, the shadow, the blocks, the restrictions. You are going to draw the line. You are going to do this whether you want to or not. You're going to get back in connection with peace, contentment, and happiness within you and your spiritual connection, and where you give, you are going to reevaluate any imbalance, any illusion and delusion that is not for your future. And you are going to have to make some choices, and the page represents, I've got to just make a start or take a step or be the new me, or I'm going into new territory, or I'm a new person now, or it's a new offer, and you're going to have to put the work in and justice and uphold spiritual contracts and balance yourself and your alignment to where you're building for your future again. These cards represent a lot of building for your future. Deceit, deception, sabotage, trickery from your soul connections, soul family, soul groups, soul within you. What flourishes, what brings you into romance, love, deep within you, connectedness, nurtured, okay? And you're about to hit that. Not yet, but this is not moving, but you're getting all the thoughts or the actions or the ideas, or it's on the horizon for the North Node. I'm going to wrap it up there because, as you know, you've got a big battle on your hands to get through this Moon card: illusions, delusions, lies, deceptions, inwardly and outwardly. And you're gonna stand up and you're gonna step into determination, feisty confidence within yourself, and motivated to stand in your truth and break through these illusions and get into harmonious union with self, masculine and feminine within, higher path, purpose, okay, journey, partnerships, connection. This represents commitment and equal balance. Remember I talked about the ego, okay? Well, this is a balanced ego, a balanced feminine and masculine, taking the steps to my higher path. Nobody's more powerful. Nobody's more, this is equal, aligning to my equal or aligned vibrational connections. For my path, my destiny, my higher purpose, people and places and situations that are connected to my higher path, my higher purpose, that will bring in balance and harmony. Okay? And where I'm connected so that you can be, without balance and harmony, and you can't help this. This is what's going to happen. And anywhere you didn't see this correctly, it's going to be shown. You have to be in balance and harmony of you to get this. If you're not in peace, balance, and harmony of you in your truth and in your alignment, and you're in your shadow ego, needing acceptance, needing approval, needing to prove yourself, all of the above in all those elements that we all go through, then you cannot get this. You will not get equal and balance in your life. You won't. Okay? Deceptions, I just heard Spirit say deceptions, deep deceptions are going to come out and to brought to the light. And those deceptions can be where you deceive yourself or where others deceive you or where they're able to deceive you. This is going to be one big, I was going to say HELL, of a ride down memory lane, reflection lane, of choices, decisions, yes, do's and don'ts that we did or didn't, I don't know. It's going to be all about, I feel like with this Venus desire for connectedness, of who you truly are, the confusion and the overwhelm that could bring you into an imbalance or a psychosis, it is a breaking down of you to bring you back into alignment. So we're looking at the rising phoenix. It's a reconnection into the spiritual self, and how easy or hard you make that is completely up to you. And you will have to step out of ego. The only way to do that is to step out of ego. And there's a big difference between being selfish. You don't have to be selfish. When you're in alignment, okay, when you're in your truth and your authenticity and your alignment, you're only going to be the best you for all the people, places, and situations around you. You can do that in a healthy, selfish way or an unhealthy, selfish way. Okay? It's not about hurting people, don't go into ignorance and arrogance. We're talking about beautiful, harmonious alignment. When you're in beautiful, harmonious alignment with truth and who you are, you don't have to hurt people because you're in truth. You don't make false promises. Your ego doesn't talk to you. Your false shadow ego doesn't talk to you. You're upfront, you're honest, you're beautiful in and out. You bring warmth, you bring growth, you bring understanding, you bring clarity, you bring direction, you bring no matter good or bad, and it comes from a beautiful place. There's a way to be in alignment in your truth without being selfish or self-centered because justice is a balanced way to do it. And anyway, they're saying you have to uphold spiritual laws now, and they're big now. I just want to make it a little note. What you're offering to now, there's going to be major spiritual laws attached to that, and major spiritual laws are going to be reviewed right now. And also that's what the next Libra season, Scorpio and Sagittarius season is about, and your blessings and what you manifested and where your intentions are and were. Okay, so big lessons, see? Major arcanas. Every time I open this deck, World card, reset, Tower, reset, all coming down, all resetting, Phoenix rising, major arcanas. We don't get a choice in this. This is happening, okay? And you are going to be a new starts and have new wants, needs, and desires. All right, take care, guys. Bye.